This is 3.4, example 1. We're going to represent each ratio relationship using a graph. So this graph over here, we're going to plot these points. Okay, so we need to know what that means. Well, flour in cups to water in cups. So for every 4 cups of flour, we need 2 cups of water, okay? So these are equivalent ratios, and we're going to turn them into ordered pairs. So how that looks is if there's 4 cups of flour for every 2 cups of water, what that looks like is we're actually going to put parentheses, and we put 4, 2. So that's one of our ordered pairs. Our next ordered pair then, using that same logic, would be 8, 4. And our third ordered pair would be 12, 6. Okay. So whenever we do this, we are going to take a look. Now the flour, the cups, you can already tell it's on the x-axis. That's the axis that is horizontal, whereas the water is vertical. And that's how our tables will be set up. The x will always come first, and then the y will come second. So you can see they put the x up top and the y below, so it'll go in order x, y. And when we plot, you can see right here, when we plot an ordered pair x, y, the number x is always going to be on the horizontal. The number y corresponds to the vertical. So when we look at 4, 2, what we do, and take a look at this, we're going to go, okay, for every 4 cups of flour, there's 2 cups of water. So there's only 1 point plotted per pair. So you can see now this pair is finished, but we do go over on the horizontal axis before we go up on the vertical axis. So now we have 8, 4. So I know for every 8 cups of flour, I have 4 cups of water. This one is now finished. Now for every 12 cups of flour, I'll need 6 cups of water. So I go over 12 and then up 6. All right, that one's finished as well. Now, what you do whenever you're finished is you start at the 0, 0, okay, right here, and you're going to make as straight of a line as you can. On Big Ideas, it'll give you a tool to make it straight, but you draw a straight line. Sorry, mine's not very straight, but it should be straight. It's really hard on here. But you'll draw a straight line through there. So what that means is, like, at 14 cups of flour, you will need 7 cups of water, which makes sense because you can see that the amount of water is half the amount of flour every time. So that one we know we did correctly. Let's look at the next one. This is for every, it looks like 1 hour, the earning's $10. So for 2 hours, it's $20, 3 hours, it's $30. So we're going to go ahead and make these ordered pairs. So it'd be 1, 10, 2, 20, and then 3, 30. Sorry, that's kind of messy. So for every 1 hour, you can see I'm going to plot it up at the 10. For every 2, it will be 20. And for every 3, it'll be 30. And you can see if they're in order like this, this line should make a lot of sense. It should correspond. So I start at the 0, 0 whenever I graph. And again, make your line as straight as possible. And that is how you graph each ratio relationship. And so you can see here, like if we had worked 1.5 hours, then we would make $15. If we worked 2.5 hours, we'd make $25. So yep, that is how this works. Let me know if you have any questions.